God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet.
Good morning and welcome to the weekly roundup. This is the Grace Christian School show where we come to you every single week of the school year and tell you about all the great things that are going on at Grace Christian School and all of the fabulous things that have happened at Grace Christian School. Michelle, good morning. I am so happy you are tuning in today. I am Sheriff P. I'd like to introduce myself, and I'm the lucky person that gets to host this every week, and I'm finding out my buttons aren't working here. There they are. Erica, good morning. Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We have a jam-packed show for you today. I suggest you grab your cowboy coffee, your bevy, your drink of choice, get in a comfortable chair if you're at home, if you're driving. Just get ready to listen to something that's going to get you through traffic because we have a ton of things to go through. If you looked at that first picture, that was our amazing choir. Kimberly, good morning. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. They had the opportunity to sing the national anthem at the Angels game with a bunch of other choirs. Now, you may say, hey, Sheriff P., you put on God Bless America. That's not the national anthem. You are absolutely correct. Debbie, good morning. Good to see you. We're so glad that you are here. You're absolutely correct. God Bless America isn't the national anthem. I didn't want to put the national anthem on and make you all feel like you had to stand up in your pajamas or stop your car and get out and salute, put your hand over your heart or anything like that. I figured we could just get a great rendition of God Bless America from Martina McBride and get our day started. You know, it was great. The Angels went into extra innings to win the game, and they may have even lost the game. I don't remember. Let's see here, because I was not there. I was at a city council meeting here in the city of Cypress. So one of the parents said, hey, wouldn't it be great if we had a late start the day after the choir got to sing? And yeah, I think that's something we could definitely consider. And then I did tell her, I go, you're an unusual LA fan. Most fans leave in the fifth inning. They get there in the fourth inning and leave in the fifth. It's just something about that. With baseball or any sports here in Southern California. But our choir did a marvelous job. We were so glad that they were able to sing, and we do this every year. Mrs. Cabrera does a great job of coordinating all that. It was great that so many of our parents were able to go out there and watch them and have a great night at the Big A. Angels are doing pretty good. Anyway, hey, are you gifted in video production? Do you know how to create a video? We have a video project that we would like to complete. I'm looking for someone who we could talk to about that. It would be a matter of doing some interviews, putting them together. We are revealing a brand new website here within the next about 6 weeks. And we've been working on it. You're really going to enjoy it. And there's a video component that we would like to add to it. But there's some interviews that we need done, and we're looking for someone who might be interested in doing that. It could be a paying gig also, if that's something that you do, because we want it done really nice to highlight on our website. If that is you, reach out to my assistant, Christy O'Rue. You can email her at korue, that's KORUE, at gcsrr.org, and let her know, and we will get in contact with you about the project and give you a little more particulars. Wow. It's a great morning. We already have 26 people online, and I've got one thumbs up, so we're off to a great start. You know what? We had Grandparents' Day, and it was wonderful. Grandparents' Day, Loved Ones' Day, we had a ton of loved ones on campus. It was so cool seeing everyone get to do projects or do activities with their loved ones. And in some classes, the teachers just continued with the traditional day. so a loved one could see what their loved one was doing. A math lesson, a Bible lesson, or something like that. It was a great day. We had tons of positive comments, and I can't thank you enough for those. We also had some suggestions how we could even make it better for next year, and that was great because I solicited that before we started the day, and it was a lot of fun from preschool through 8th grade. I think all the kids had a great time seeing their loved ones, and all the loved ones and grandparents had a great time coming out. So parents, thank you for coming. Loved ones, thank you for coming. PST, thank you for coordinating all of the cookies and coffee and refreshments for our loved ones. They were greatly appreciated. Next up is Thursday, the spring concert. There's a lot going on this Thursday. God is going to bless us with it looks like a gorgeous day. It's supposed to be like in the mid 80s, which means it's going to be kind of warm at night. Rachel, my parents had the best time. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. It's good to hear these comments about what people thought of the day, because I think we do want to bring it back next year and maybe even step our game up a little bit with it. But yeah, spring concert is coming. God's blessed us with an amazing day. I want to remind you some important things. I'm forewarned as forearmed. Bring a lawn chair or bring a blanket to sit on. If you're a type that even gets chilly when it's 70 degrees with a light breeze, bring a cover up or a blanket or something to cover, because it could get a little breezy towards the tail end of the program. So that's number one, bringing a chair, a cover up, or a blanket to sit on so that you can see the show. Number two, your child needs to be in their classroom at 6 o'clock. So you'll need to drop your child off at their classroom, then you can go find your seats or do whatever you need to do. And that is terrific. Please, especially if they're below second grade and below, just don't let them out of the car and say, go find your class. We need to get them there. The next thing is I'm asking for all of your help. I need every one of your help. So this is a performance our kids are presenting to all of you and the loved ones. Please, if we have any young siblings keep them with you. The playgrounds are closed. The grass is closed. There's going to be parking out there. We don't want kids running around out on the grass and possibly getting hit. Our playgrounds are going to have tape around them, so kids aren't allowed on them. We want everyone focused on the wonderful blessing performance that we are going to be getting from our students. And the next thing is, remember, after your kid sings, don't go grab them, because there is a grand finale, I call it the grand tamale, where everyone comes together and we have some last acts. So it's a very strategically planned event, and I think you are going to have a great time. When the concert is completely over, you will know. Mrs. Cabrera or myself will let you know that the concert is completed, and you will be able to come up and collect your little cherub. Just make sure that you make eye contact with the classroom teacher and let them know that you are taking your child, so that we know exactly where our kids are. Man, we're up to 30 people right now, so you're getting a lot of great information. And parking on the grass is going to be available, so if you get here early, you can park on the grass and just walk right on up. It's going to be a great night. God has blessed us with terrific weather. Open house. I told you before we went out on Easter break, the taco special was spectacular and it was going to sell out. It's like the Costco $1.50 taco or $1.50 hot dog. It's an inflation buster. It sold out right away. Thank you for all of you who got your orders in, and I'm sorry to those of you who didn't get your orders in time. It's just a matter of how many tacos plates can be produced in the amount of time, and we selected a vendor where we can get a good price and we can pass a good price on to you, and we are sold out. So thank you. If you want to bring a lunch with you on campus to eat here or a dinner, I highly encourage that, or stop and have dinner before you come. But our taco meals are completely sold out, overwhelming support, and I can't thank you enough. And I thank you for being so understanding. The majority of parents I talk to fully understand that, and they're appreciative that we're doing it, and they appreciate the great deals. So thank you so much. But we look forward to seeing all of you at Open House. It's, how would you say it? 4 de Mayo, the 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. So we've got a lot going on. Along with the sold out tacos, there are going to be pony rides there. Debbie, let's see. Debbie says, if we sent a form in and didn't hear back, does that mean we made the taco or we made the cut? Yes, that's what it means. You made the taco cut. Isn't that funny? We're talking about taco cuts here. Yes, you made the cut. If you didn't get notified back that we're sold out, excuse me, you made the taco cut. Let's hear. Open house is a fun night, and everybody knows that. We have pony rides. We have baby pigs in one of the classrooms. We have brand new baby chicks that were just born. Our music department is going to be performing for us. Our art room has great things on, and it is just going to be overwhelming. Mrs. O'Rue just posted an important message. Yes, if you didn't make the taco cut, it was returned. It was like Shaquille O'Neal rejected at the rim, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for one of the older people. You're welcome, Debbie. But anyway, those are some great things. In addition, there's the cookie contest that happens up in junior high that many parents rave about, and we have a big reveal. Something is going to be posted on our building, and we're going to be revealing that at open house. We're not sure exactly what time we're going to do that, but you'll be able to see that. If you didn't see the reveal, you'll get to see it because it's something that will be here hopefully many, many years into the future. For as long as the building is standing, the big reveal will be there. So it's something very special that we're proud of. Open house is always fun. It's the end of an amazing year. You get to see all of the cool things our kids have worked so hard on over the course of the year, and I can't wait to have all of you here on campus on May 4th. Remember, parking is a premium. The grass will be open, and the parking lot will be open, as well as all of the streets. So just be super cautious and safe when you're driving around, because there are little ones who are very excited about running around. Let's see here. Erica says, open house first timer, do we get tickets for the tacos? Mrs. O'Rue will answer that in the comments here as to exactly what they're doing. So I'll wait for her comment to come up, and you will hear exactly how that's done. But that's a great question, Erica. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk to you about is Hall of Heroes. Some of you who were around saw Hall of Heroes when it was fully decked out, and we're kind of like Disneyland. Things have to be pulled down occasionally and refreshed, and that's what had to happen in Hall of Heroes. The walls needed repainting and everything, and Michelle Cameron took on that big task for us, and we can't thank her enough. She's in the process of doing the rehang right now. The walls have been repainted and everything. So what is the Hall of Heroes? As you know, we have a great respect for our military, our law enforcement, and our firefighters, our first responders, those people that allow us to sleep peacefully at night. And because of that great respect, we pay homage and we honor them in our multi-purpose room, as we call it, the Hall of Heroes. So how do we do that? If you have a family member who's a police officer, it's FBI, DOJ, in law enforcement, or is a firefighter, or in the military, send in a 5x7 picture that will not be returned to you, and their name, and we will get that up under the appropriate section on the Wall of Heroes. We'll be finishing that up through this year, and it'll be the big grand opening as we start the school year next year. But the Hall of Heroes is always talked about. Any city official that's here, people speaking in chapel, really are encouraged by the respect that we show. In addition, in the Hall of Heroes, we have government, and we always have at the top of the government the President of the United States, whoever that president may be, because that's the office that we respect, the office of the president. And the office of the president changes throughout the years, and that picture will always change whoever's there, and we pay them the respect that the office deserves, along with our state senators, and we put our local, our federal senators, our state senator that represents our area, our congressman that represents our state assembly person, and the mayor of our city gets posted there. And we try to rotate out 5x7s whenever our fourth graders go to Sacramento, and we get a picture of them with one of our elected officials. We put that there. You know what? We might also try to start putting a picture of our eighth graders up there as they go every year, and have a picture in front of the Capitol. So that's pretty wonderful. And some of you may be looking at the pictures right now and say, I see an 8x10 up there. How come you said 5x7s? Well, unfortunately, The 8x10s represents a person who was killed in the line of duty and had an EOW, which stands for end of watch. And we honor them with a little bit larger picture as an 8x10. So that's why you might notice an 8x10 versus a 5x7 on the wall. But it's something that our kids take great pride in. They introduce who their loved one is on the wall. And Michelle, Cameron, thank you so very much for all of your hard work putting this together. It is a huge, hot, hard chore, and we greatly respect you for taking that challenge on and doing that for us. In-N-Out, that's what a hamburger's all about. It's coming on May 11th. The cafeteria will be closed. In-N-Out orders are coming in. I believe yesterday was the last day to turn your orders in. If some are trickling in today, I think we'll be able to take care of those and get them out. But that's May 11th. The cafeteria is not closed. If you didn't order In-N-Out, please send a lunch for your little cherub so that they have something to eat that day, and it's going to be fun. You know what? Dads and Donuts was such a huge success, I decided to put this out of order. I'm just skipping around here. Yearbook sales. Yearbook sales go on, let's see here, May 11th. So I've already seen the new yearbook for this year. It is spectacular. Our yearbook team of Mrs. Santos and Mrs. Henahan, they did a wonderful job. Those two ladies worked so hard getting pictures from everyone and putting this together, along with Mrs. Temple providing some artwork. It is, I think it's probably one of the best yearbooks we've ever produced. And I can't wait till you get it in your hands on May 11th when they set up their booths to sell the yearbook out there. Mrs. O'Rue, we're still waiting for a response in the comments about how we get our tickets or how exactly you claim your tacos at Taco Night. But that's In-N-Out. Like I was saying, Dads and Donuts was such a huge success, and the dads had a great time. We wanted to honor our moms and have moms and muffins, a little more refined. And this is an RSVP form that went out, and it's been emailed to you. It's due back by May 8th so that we know who's coming. It's on Friday, May 12th from 8 to 9. It's just a short snapshot of what's going on in your child's day and gives you a chance to see what's going on. It's right at the end of the stretch. Like I mentioned, the school year is quickly coming to an end, and this is a great way just to celebrate with your child that you love them. And we understand if you can't come, parents, we know you have to work. Moms, we know you have to work. Dads had to work, and if you have to miss it, we will make your child still feel special, and they'll understand that. This last week on Monday we had movie day. That was the big reward for everybody hitting the Race for Grace goal, and it went off without a hitch. And you know why? It's because we have so many awesome parents. So many awesome parents were ushers, and they ushered the kids in. They worked the concession stand so the kids could get their popcorn, their water, their pizza, and the teachers had the opportunity to get a break. They supervised the kids. Parents, thank you very, very much. Our teachers greatly appreciated it, as well as our students. I've heard kids talking about, hey, can we do this every month? I don't know if we can do it every month, but it sure was a lot of fun for our kids. And parents, I know we couldn't have had such a great event if it wasn't for all of you. And that leads me to PST, Parent Involvement. Brenda Baumgartner, she runs an outstanding PST program with tons of dedicated individuals, moms and dads who work very hard. And I say dads too, because Andrea is working on a big project for something to give back to the staff here and the teachers. And she's got dads and grandpas helping on that. And we can't thank you enough. But you know what? There's always room for one more at the table. And if you would like to help with PST for next year, we would love to have you on the team. There is something that we can find to help with your talent, or your talent can help the school. Please reach out to us. Go to our website, gcsrr.org, and up at the top, there's a tab right now that says PS. You can click About Us and find the tab for PST and click on it. You can see all the great things they're doing, and there's also a link where you can email our PST president and get more information. All of our events work so well, like Roadrunner Ride for preschool and Race for Grace, because we have outstanding sponsors. Sponsors who donate above and beyond, the sponsoring of a kid. It's a corporate sponsorship. And, it's greatly appreciated. And every week I've been going along and kind of highlighting a different sponsor. You know what? I do a lot of barbecuing and smoked barbecue, and nothing makes my smoked pulled pork taste better than if it's sitting on a King's Hawaiian roll. King's Hawaiian was one of our sponsors this year. They've been a faithful sponsor many years at Race for Grace, and if you haven't had a King's Hawaiian roll, they come in a couple different varieties. These are outstanding. I suggest you get them. You can put them in the freezer and pull them out when you need them. What I do is the day I'm having pulled pork or something, I'll pull them out and I'll leave them in the plastic bag in the box, and I'll set them outside in the sun, and the sun just gets them soft. It gets a little sweat going on in there, and the rolls taste outstanding. Not just with pulled pork, but with anything. A little bit of turkey on there and like a little Cajun mustard. King's Hawaiian, thank you so much for sponsoring Race for Grace and being such a faithful sponsor to our school for so many years. Are you looking for something for your kids to do at summer? I know we all love to have our kids home, and parents are so excited the kids are out, and that usually lasts for 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. And then we're trying to find something for the kids to do. If you want something for your kids to do, I highly recommend Camp Oasis. Camp Oasis is great. We have tons of fun projects and things in store for them, and you would want to get your kid involved in Camp Oasis. We go tons of places. We do some educational things on campus, and I know from parents that I've talked to say they really love it when their kids are here at Camp Oasis. We're up to about 49 viewers right now. We're doing good. Give us a thumbs up if you like the show. You know what? If you're new to the weekly roundup, please subscribe. It's going to give you an opportunity, especially if you're returning next year, to be connected with us. When anything comes out, you're right there. Camp Oasis works because we have great staff, and we are hiring for Camp Oasis and preschool right now because we're growing in those areas and we need additional teachers. Camp Oasis, if you're a high school or college age student, give Miss Henahan a call or email her. If you're an adult, a parent, and you want to find a way that you can keep your kid busy and earn some extra money on the side, give us a call about Camp Oasis. We'd love to get you hooked up here and get you on staff. If you have a heart for preschool students, what a great way to be part of our team. And give Miss Hill a call. Both of these individuals can be contacted through the website, or you can call the office at 714-761-5200, and we'd be more than happy to help you. Let's see here. Erica, I'm still waiting. I know the office staff is in another side where they're watching. And so if any team member in the office can answer Erica's question, that would be terrific. I believe I have the answer from what we did last year, but I don't want to share that and get it wrong and then have to do a corrections and retractions video of some sort. So that's why I'm patiently waiting, as all of you are, for a response. I'm just hoping something didn't happen to all of them out there and left me here by myself. But anyway, next is I want to talk to you about the legislative updates. SB 292, which is the Educational Savings Account Bill, or the Act of 2024. 15 of you sent letters back, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. I did send them up to their, oh, here we go. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Here are the comments. They just came rolling. Oh, you know what? For some reason, they were locked up here. They did respond, and I'm just not seeing them. No, you will just go to the taco truck and give your name. So if you order tacos, go to the taco truck. You'll give them your name, and they'll have a pre-printed list. No tickets necessary. Just go to the taco truck, give them your name. And Erica said, thank you. And Rachel says the answer was shared. For some reason, I had a lock system in here, and I wasn't seeing anything. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. The answer was shared. Mrs. O'Ruth, thank you very much for being so diligent and getting that out there. The Educational Savings Account is a great thing. We put it out to all of our parents, and over 300 of you watched last week's weekly roundup, and I received 15 letters back. I did put those all together with a letter from me and sent it to the state assembly person, or not, it was state assembly, it was state senator office, and in talking to one of her legislative aides, they were kind of like shocked that we only had 15 letters that they were going out trying to get this for us. And, I did explain that this is the end of the year. If we had a little bit more time, we could have formally put this out. But on some of these things, these legislators, whether it be state senators, state assemblymen, or congressmen, they really look at what is the support from the contingents or the consumer, and that's how they'll put political capital out there. Today is the actual hearing. I'm not sure how it's going to go when they hear it. If they move it out of committee, I will let you know. He did tell me that they haven't received a lot of letters. There was one or two private schools that gave them a ton, and I'm hoping that's enough that'll take us over the finish line to at least go to the next step, and then we can really rally our troops here the next time. So that's kind of where we are. PACE. PACE is a pretty amazing program. It's positive actions and character education. It's put on by the Cypress Police Department, and Officer Julie Marquez, the lady right there in white, she comes out with our sixth graders and spends the year with them, teaching them about character traits and about character education and different things with law enforcement, really trying to work that through. And it is a terrific program. Let's see here. Tammy says, my kiddos will only eat a hot dog on a King Hawaiian's bun. I don't blame them. These are like a dessert. I love them. They taste great with jelly on them too, and peanut butter. And you don't even have to cut the crust off. It's like an uncrustable all the way through. But thanks for sharing that, Tammy. But like I was saying with PACE, PACE is a great program. Our kids really love it. It also teaches them about staying away from drugs, and they touch a little bit about internet safety and things of that nature. And at the end, there is a large graduation. And they do projects. They do a poster, and they also do an essay. And there is a winner from each of the sixth grade classes, and they are awarded at the PACE graduation. Unfortunately, at this PACE graduation, two individuals, their speeches got left behind at the police department, so they weren't able to provide and give their speech in front of everybody. So today, at the end of the weekly roundup, we're going to close the weekly roundup, and Charlotte and Sophia, the two who had their speeches left behind, are going to have an opportunity at the end here to share their speech. Now, they're kind of shy, so you're going to have to listen. The volume isn't good, but you'll see we're going to go to the out page, and then we're going to come right back in to the two speeches, and then we'll close out the weekly roundup. So if you have some time, I strongly encourage you to listen to them. These ladies wrote a wonderful speech. But PACE was great. I can't thank enough all of the dignitaries who took time out of their day. Captain Matt Timmy, he was here, and he shared the whole day with us. Officer Marquez was here, and also Mayor Ann Hertz, and Councilperson Dr. Marquez, and also Councilperson Pete was here. They are all very supportive of Grace Christian School, and nothing but positive comments from them about the class and the students and the entire program. So we love being a part of PACE. You know what? Do you have a junior hire and they want to do something fun this Friday night? Well, every year, once or twice a year, we have a junior high dance on a Friday. It's chaperoned by parents, and they have the opportunity just to have some fun. It's a DJ, photo booth. They do games and refreshments. Those of you who can think back to junior high, there's really not much dancing going on. It's more a dance Hawaiian party. This year's theme is Hawaiian, dressed in Hawaiian shirts and things like that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. The cost is $10, and that helps cover the cost of the refreshments and the pizza and everything of that nature. It's this Friday in the multipurpose room from 6 o'clock to 8, and it's not real late, so you can drop them off, drop your junior hire off. They'll have fun here. You go out to dinner and come back and pick them up, and that's great. It's a fun time for everyone. Here is the flyer that was sent out for our junior hires, and I think they always seem to have a great time. Man, we have a lot of people viewing in today. We already have a few likes, and we have 42 people watching. So along with PACE, we have a program. Whoa, let me go back here and we'll talk here. We have a program called DARE, and many of you that went through school probably remember DARE. It was drug abuse resistance education, and we still do DARE also. We do DARE as well as PACE. DARE is taught in our 5th grade, and It is coming to the end, and we're getting ready to have our DARE graduation. It's going to be a lot of fun. And our DARE graduation, we're going to be inviting our entire school population out to watch that graduation, because there's going to be a lot of fun things that we're going to be doing that is really going to be exciting for the kids. Wow, we're coming to schools out for summer. Can you believe there are only 4 more weekly roundups? Now, okay, that sounds like a small number, but you think 4 weeks? There are actually only 21 more school days left. 21. It seems like, and this is a weekly roundup, I believe weekly 30. What would be fun is get the kids home this weekend. You know those Christmas chains we make to cut down to go to Christmas? Put a chain of 20 together and start it tomorrow, and each day cut a chain off, and before you know it, the day is going to be over. And it's fun. The school year is quickly coming to an end, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, but that doesn't mean these 21 days, school's over today. There's still 21 days. And 2 Timothy 4:7 reminds us, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith. And that's what I'm asking each one of our students to do. Keep the faith, keep running until you cross the finish line. You know, when you run a marathon or you run any kind of race, they always tell you to try to run 5 yards beyond the finish line. And the reason for that is we want to finish strong, and we can do that. Parents, to help them finish strong, we're going to need your help. Please, for these last few days, Lodi, let's see here. I heard there is going to be some special guests for the DARE graduation. You have heard correctly. There are going to be some special guests, and we're not sharing it at the moment because we just want to make sure everything works out. From my understanding, it's like 95%, but we had just 1 or 2 little tweaks. So once we get a little closer, we will share what that is. And their graduation is going to be a lot of fun. But parents, I need your help to help all of our students finish strong. There's 21 days left, 4 weeks left. So I'm asking you, can you continue to check their backpacks? There is a lot of information that's going to be coming home over the next 4 weeks. There's a lot of activities. You know, we have open houses coming to the end. Final character trait chapels are coming. In and Out is coming. All these different things are happening. And just because there's 21 days means we don't stop and not do anything. We still want to continue to finish strong. So parents, can you help us by checking their backpacks every night, checking your emails, watching these videos that we send home, checking your class dojo, whatever the forms of communication is that your classroom teachers have set up with you and we have here at the office. We're going to do everything in our power to help communicate with you. Just do everything in your power for these next 21 days to help us and the kids finish strong. This has been a marvelous school year, and it's because of all of our wonderful parents and because of God's covering on us to allow us to have such an outstanding year. And, you know, we owe him, God, all the glory for everything he's allowed us to do. Well, that's going to bring this edition to the Weekly Roundup to an end. I'm going to ask you as we close out, stay after, and there are 2 outstanding speeches from Charlotte and Sophia. They're PACE speeches. They're there. You'll have the opportunity to watch both of those, and then we'll close out again. But parents, we consider it a privilege. I tell you this every week, to partner with you to educate the future of this great country. This is a fabulous country we live in, the United States of America. And, you know, there are times that we hit bumps and we have tough curves and things like that. But the one thing that usually helps our country is we come together whenever there's adversity. And as our school, we've always come together. We're always strong. We always support those. And that's what makes me so happy to come to work every day to partner with you to educate our great kids that are going to lead this country one day. Parents, we can always pray for you. And I know from talking to all of you, you're always praying for us. So I just ask God continues to bless the trails that you ride. And may God bless you until I see you down the trail. Happy trails to all of you. Oh.
Happy trails.
So like I promised, we're going to be coming to you right now with 2 PACE videos from Charlotte and Sophia in that order. Charlotte's going to go, and then we'll transition right into Sophia. So if you'd like to stick around, there's some wonderful speeches. It will also give your child an opportunity to hear these speeches, so when they get into 6th grade, they have an idea what they might want to write. Charlotte, take it away.
What I learned in PACE. PACE is a wonderful program that taught me positive character traits and how to make decisions with confidence and intelligence. It also taught me how to be more responsible for myself and the choices that I will make in the future. There are many character traits that I learned about in PACE. The first is trustworthiness. Trustworthiness is being honest, not cheating or stealing, being reliable, and doing the right thing when it's hard or scary. Next, I learned that respect is showing courtesy, civility, using good manners, and being considerate of others. Responsibility is doing what you're supposed to do, doing your best, thinking before you act, and being accountable for your choices. Additionally, fairness is playing fairly, not taking advantage of others, and sharing. Caring is making sure that others are not alone in their difficulties. When we care for other people, others will care for us. Finally, citizenship is being a good neighbor, obeying laws and rules, and protecting the environment. In PACE, I learned about drugs, alcohol, bullying, peer pressure, and smoking. I was made very aware about the dangerous effects that drugs can have on people. PACE has also taught me how to handle situations I might run into in the future. It makes me feel more confident and secure. I feel that PACE has impacted my life deeply because it has taught me things that I will need to be prepared for in high school and college. I was surprised by the fact that people can actually die from drinking too much alcohol and that someone may actually kill themselves because of being bullied or cyberbullied. I didn't really understand exactly what drugs were before I learned about them in PACE. I thought that there was only cigarette smoking, but in PACE, I learned that there's also vaping. I am thankful that I got to be a part of PACE. I believe that it will stop me from making bad decisions later in my life because I understand how serious these issues actually are. Everything that I learned through PACE will influence how I live my life. Without PACE, I would have been clueless about these very important topics. I am so glad and relieved that PACE has prepared me for situations that I might face in the future. I felt very safe and encouraged when learning in PACE. I feel this program has deeply impacted my life in a way that I will never forget.
Charlotte, thank you very much for that great intro and your speech. It was well deserved that you were recognized and won something. Parents, I'm sorry that the volume is kind of tough on these speeches, but next up is Sophia, so please tune in here. Sophia, take it away.
PACE has been such an important educational program for me. I learned about the do's and don'ts in life in a way that will help me make wise decisions. Important lessons were discussed, including character traits, drug abuse, peer pressure, bullying, and other matters that can lead to serious consequences. The knowledge I gained has taught me to be more confident in saying no to anything that may harm me, even under peer pressure or bullying. I learned that character counts and that having the courage to always do the right thing will bring positive things to my life and those around me. One of the most meaningful things I learned was the negative effects drugs, tobacco, bad use of prescription, and over-the-counter medications may have on your body. It was frightening to hear that alcohol causes a lot of damage, yet it is one of the most abused drugs all over the world. For example, it can cause liver cancer, poisoning, and hurt your good judgment, which may be dangerous if you're driving. This lesson has taught me that I do not need to drink alcohol to fit in, and that choosing a sober lifestyle will keep me much safer. Tobacco is also very harmful and can lead to lung cancer, and it taught me not to be around those who smoke because secondhand smoke can also kill you if you're around it long term. Inhalants, which are a chemical vapor, can kill you the very first time you use it, and sadly be found in more than 1,000 products people store in their homes. People usually sniff it or snort it. I will never experiment with inhalants because the long-term consequences can be deadly. Prescription and over-the-counter medication are also dangerous because people can easily obtain them and are very addicting. Painkillers named Vicodin and Oxycontin are powerful, and if used wrong, it can affect your brain forever. The worst is when people risk their lives by taking medication that was not prescribed to them. I learned my body is different from others, and I should never take anything that wasn't recommended or approved by my doctor. The many lessons taught in the PACE program has provided me with new skills such as new knowledge, confidence, and a big sense of responsibility, which will always stay with me. This courage has made me strong, confident, and tolerant. I have also learned that having good values and being ethical will earn me a good reputation, which is very important to me. I want others to respect and trust me because I am a caring and good citizen. I pledge to stay away from drugs, tobacco, and any behavior that is considered breaking the law. I will never allow anyone to peer pressure me into anything I am not comfortable with and will ignore bullying by being strong and ignoring it. I will practice safe internet usage and will report cyberbullying to my parents, older brother, or teachers. I will be a good citizen by following the TRRFCC pillars of character and golden rule. I will always treat others the way I want to be treated.
Sophia, thank you very much. What an outstanding article. And shouldn't we all treat others like we want to be treated? Golden rule. A lot of biblical lessons right there in those essays that they wrote. But anyway, PACE is an outstanding program. Cypress Police Department, thank you so much for putting it on. And to City Manager Peter Grant and our City Council, thank you for supporting a program such as PACE and being willing to allow that to be in the budget. Parents, if you see any of our council members, you see Mayor Hertz, Annie Hertz, she is a wonderful person. Please let her know. If you see City Manager Peter Grant, let him know that you greatly appreciate their support, or anyone at the Cypress Police Department. Anyway, thank you so much. Let's see here. We had 34 people stay tuned to listen to those speeches, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. And they've gotten some great thumbs up. Parents, we'll continue to pray for you. I can't wait to see you at the spring concert. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.
Happy Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails.